Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Lighthouse. I hope everybody's well this morning. Check out my other videos, Diaries 101, terminology. I'm listing some of the narcissistic personality terms. And this video is also about narcissism, Narc Diaries 101. This is called the Jezebel Spirit. I'm gonna read and give my thoughts, my ideas, like I always do throughout the video. Again, I apologize for anybody going through this, but you're not alone. There is help for you. There's education, there's awareness, there is healing. And by getting this information and educating yourself, empowering yourself, you are empowering others. You are inspiring others to walk their own path as you learn to do the same. Every time I wear this hoodie, it messes with me. I'm a Virgo and I feel like I have a little touch of OCD. Okay, if you're new to my channel, if you're returning to my channel, thank you. If you're new, welcome. Or if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. They say you say tomato, I say tomato. And then I heard somebody said, let's call the whole thing off. Anyway, I need to stop messing with this hoodie. Stop wearing it since it messes with me so much. But anyway, like I said, I apologize for anybody going through this. Stand in your power. Your angels, your ancestors are here to assist you. Look for guidance. Go to therapy if you need to. Do what you need to do. If you need to switch jobs, switch jobs. Your mental health is at play. And that is what's most important. You owe it to yourself and your children to live the best life you can for yourself right now. 211 is significant. I bet it is. 211 means robbery. They said, try to get me for a 211, got caught up in a 187. They said, let me ride. We're not going to let you ride. It's time to pay the piper. Was watching Shrek 4 last night with my daughter, the final chapter, and I forgot about how hilarious. We had seen 1, 2, and 3 like 2 weeks ago, but 4 wasn't available yet, and I didn't realize I had never seen 4. Every time the piper played the flute, the motherfuckers get to dance in a jig. It said jig on the cover of Fortune, 500. But yeah, this one is Narc Diaries, and of course they said 305 is significant. They said flight. They said Pitbull, MIA, Yin Yang twins. They said, and then they said flight 504 to Kennedy. So the name Kennedy, they said Kennedy Airspace Center, and then they said the Smithsonian Museum is significant. The Liberty Bell, Philadelphia, comes up again. I have to find out. I'm gonna look. Was I born in Philly? I mean, at this point, it's just like so pointed. Certain things are so pointed. I don't know who the fuck that is making all that noise, but yes, they're living their best life now. Okay, so here we go. The Jezebel Spirits. Seeks out other individuals they feel are weaker to control, influence, and dominate. A lot of empaths have narcissistic traits. Most people do have narcissistic traits. Just healthy narcissism. Just like ego versus healthy ego. You need your ego to survive while you're in this 3D vessel. Jezebel Spirits. What I was going to say is empaths being raised by narcs. Sometimes you have narcissistic traits for obvious reasons. That's what you're raised around. You don't understand that it's not love. It's trauma bonding. It's not. These are blurry boundaries, so it's hard to recognize red flags when you've been taught to ignore them your entire life. So this is why healing, education, empowerment is imperative for survival, imperative for your mental health, imperative to heal and get you out of the hole that you're in. like I was explaining, the fact that you're watching these videos or any empowering videos, going to therapy, going to healing, exercising, taking out your anger and frustration, allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to not be numb, allowing yourself to honor your feelings. I used to hear, oh, they didn't mean that. I just was listening to another video. Had me cracking up. He was talking about karma times 1,000, which is exactly what I've been saying. It's karma times 1,000 right now. 532 significant. It said 632 significant. And then they showed me New Main Street 360, New Main Street, New Rochelle. It said Nehru. I used to hear, oh, they didn't mean it like that, and that's not what I'm getting from that. I don't give a fuck what you got from it. I know what the fuck I'm getting from it, and this is what I understand. Before I educated myself, we weren't allowed to feel. You're not allowed to have your own feelings, your own thoughts. I understand why. One of the reasons is because other people want to control your thoughts. Another reason is because they're just trying to dim your light. Some people, are toxic, but not necessarily evil. And toxic is defined as anything that doesn't, they say prohibition, anything that limits you, anything that limits your growth, prohibits your growth, anything that hinders your growth, anything that doesn't allow you to succeed in moving forward, in bettering your life. A great example is not knowing how to drive, not learning how to drive when you know that it could help you get better jobs. You know that you could be able to get around to better your life. That's a great example. Another example is people that want to be grown-ass people still doing this, still doing that, instead of being, it's toxic behavior, because like I said, it's defined as something that doesn't better you. What sense does it make for you to be going around like this instead of getting an eye exam, getting glasses, getting corrective lenses, get contacts if you don't want to wear glasses? But nobody's going to be able to take you seriously if you do not take yourself seriously. Nobody is going to be able to invest in you if you don't invest in yourself. When you get money, when you get paid, pay yourself first. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. Stop wondering what about everybody else is wearing. Stop worrying about the wrong things in order to be able to succeed and move forward in life. There's always going to be bigger, better, badder, longer, wider. Somebody's making more money. Somebody has a better house. Somebody looks better than you. That's always going to be the case. That's life. But people want to influence, control, and dominate. They said puppets. You guys are puppets. You guys are emotionally unhealed. People pleasing is a sign of emotional arrested development, being emotionally stunted. A second pointer is that the Jezebel Spirit has an unnatural sense of self-importance. They said megalomania, I think. I think that's the term, megalomania. Narcissism, I think the difference is, you look it up, but I believe one is an importance of self. It said delusions of grandeur. Illusions and delusions of grandeur. They said you got a big head, and like in my other video, I was today years old. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I recognized and realized that we always say, oh, they gas you up, you got a big head, but who knew? Who knew? I didn't know. Other people knew, but I'm never afraid to tell people I didn't know, and I'm going to find out. Or I was today years old. Gassing, it's short for gaslighting, I didn't know that. Requires excessive admiration and attention. You're always wondering, you always want somebody to be praising you. It said, I like to praise you like I should. Is that Fat Boy Slim? I like to praise you. I like to praise you like I should. I don't know. I can't remember. But it said, Yeah, cruel intentions, disturbing behavior. It's disturbing. It's unnatural when, yeah, it's too far over to one side. It's too far over to any one side is, unbalanced. You need to be in the middle, or close to the middle as you can be. Um, Again, unnatural sense of importance, because we all have to have importance. We all have to have confidence. When somebody is truly confident in themselves, I laughed at somebody came in. There was somebody coming into work. I told her she looked really nice. Other person that was staring her up and down looked at me like I had 10 heads, but I had to laugh because it's like when you are confident, people think it's cocky. No, it's not cockiness. It's called confidence, and it's called self-esteem. And if you don't have it for yourself, get it. It said, "Get some cojones." Get a backbone. Get it for yourself. Stand up for yourself. I remember telling somebody, I am standing up for myself. Um, it was raining. We were driving. The person was looking at their phone, and the car was swerving. And I know that my brother passed away in a car accident. And I told the person that, I came to them. I said, "Joe, what's so important in the phone? Where you look at?" So they went ham on me. "Oh, you think you know better? You think this and you think that. You think you're better than people because you're spiritual and blah, 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 blah." Foolishness they was talking, because 2 seconds later, a car in front of us, which could have been us. And this is why only fools know everything. You can't talk to anybody that you can't talk to fools, because they know everything. They can't be taught. 2 seconds later, I said, "All right, whatever. This is your car, whatever. I need to get to where I'm going." I put my headphones on and continue to listen to what I was listening to. 2 seconds later, the car in front of us, two cars in front of us, slammed into an imaginary wall that I saw. Spiritual wall, of course. The car slammed into this imaginary wall, flipped over a few times, and landed in a ditch. The person that killed the driver was killed on impact. This is like 2 seconds after I told the driver of the car that I was in, who had my children in the back seat, one child and one niece. It was then that I realized that you gave zero fucks about me and my child, because I was shocked to realize that was how you were going to respond, even if you were annoyed with me. I didn't expect for you to respond in that manner, and that really, that was the second to the last time I saw that person. The time after that I saw that person was the last time I saw that person, and that's the last time I'm ever going to see that person. 1300 hours, they said, is significant, which is 1 p.m. military time. I knew, like I said, I always know stuff is going on, but that was the beginning of the end. From when I'm telling you, that my brother passed away via car accident. It's raining. We're on an unfamiliar road going to an unfamiliar location. We don't know where we're at. And the car is swerving while you text. I asked you, "Do you want me to write the text for you?" You said no. But the car continued to swerve, and that's how I knew you gave zero fucks about me or my children's life. And I looked at you completely different from that day on. That was when my respect went out the window. I seen you another day, one more day after that. And that was not before. I can't even give it the energy, this video. Not in this instance, not right now. I'm going to continue with the list, and if it comes back up, then I will be repeating. Then I will be, telling the story. Shows arrogant, haughty behaviors or attitude. You the boss. I hear, "You the boss, you the boss." Yeah, you the boss, but you didn't pay the cost, is what I heard. It said you're the boss in your own mind. Delusions of grandeur. DOG. It's God, spells backward. As that's what they're telling me to point out. You are delusional. They said you being they said greatest of all time. No, they said you're not a goat. You're a sheep. You pretend to be the wolf in sheep's clothing, but no, that's not the case at all. You think that you're better than people, but in actuality, nobody's better than anybody. We're all just different. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. Like I say in many a video, I feel like I was not as good as the people that were around me were pretending. They said Queen of Pretentacles. We're pretending to be. You guys had a mask on, but I was true to myself. I didn't want to fit in. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be accepted, but who does not? Everybody wants to fit in where they belong, but I realized that I didn't fit in with you guys, and you guys tried to make me feel bad for that. And for a while it worked because I didn't recognize or remember, because remember means to come back together again. Re-member, like re-cognize. Recognize is to realize that you remember. To recognize something is to realize that you remember it. Something been wrong with you for a long time, and you pretend that you're the boss, but you're really a bully. Anything you ever got, you teeth from somebody else. You steal people's energy, power. You're evil. You're distorted feminine, distorted masculine, and you guys are getting paid. It said you have to pay the piper, like I was telling you in Shrek 4. The piper get to blowing his flute and everybody get to dancing, and they can't stop the dancing. They don't know how. Shit is hilarious. Blacks self-control, unable to control emotional outbursts, unconcerned with affecting others. They said narcissistic injury and narcissistic rage. Look up those terms, but the rage is the temper tantrums that come out of left fucking field. We talking about one thing, it turns into completely different, and then the person gets mad because you're pointing out that just what I said. How did we get from A? And there you go, gay. I heard Tanya gay, and then I heard gay for pay. Then they said young buck, and they said a transvestite, and that's all I'll say about that. They said shorty want to ride with me, but then shorty wasn't no shorty. Shorty was a nigga. Whew. They said pull your fucking skirt down. I can see your ovaries. Niggas out here switching teams, out here telling vicious things in the streets out behind your back. Ain't nobody got time for that. They said La Familia, head of the family. Yeah, you thought. They said you must want to kidnap wifey. Good lack. Lack. You was lacking. Now you in lack mentality, poverty mentality, slave mentality. Yeah, they said you want to kidnap wifey. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck with that, bro. You have temper tantrums for no fucking reason. Emotionally stunted. Emotionally unhinged. It said developmentally disabled. A lot of people have emotional issues, mommy and daddy issues, because they were sexually abused, and their inner child is shattered and they refuse to heal it. Exploitative, abusive, takes advantage of others to achieve his or own goals. Manipulative, lies. They said do anything for clout, and then they said do anything for clown, and then they said hashtag it. They said you want to be on top at all costs, and like I tell you, you're going to be on top, all right, but you're going to be opening doors you never imagined that you'd be opening. I am being moved to tell you guys about a story that I heard as a child. Somebody pressed it, they're at the elevator, they pressed the open door, and then they stepped into the elevator without realizing the floor wasn't there of the elevator, not looking, not paying attention. The floor of the elevator wasn't there. And then I'm getting somebody's elevator does not go all the way to the top floor. Again, developmentally disabled, unhinged, mental illness that you've been trying to hide. You're a liar. You're manipulative. They said brain games. Then they said cash cow. And then they said cab Calloway. I love that picture. I'm being moved to tell you guys that some people were born gay. Some people have spell work on them to turn them gay, to turn them bisexual. to turn them into transvestite, and I will leave it at that. You guys do your homework. This is not an easy, they said, it's not an easy road. Ooh, who sees it knows. Buju, the voice of Jamaica. That's right. I am the ancestors, and we will not be silenced. We will be heard. A lot of ancestors were also narcissists because they didn't heal. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, aunties, neighbors, co-workers, friends, old lovers, husbands, wives. Most people are narcs. Most people come onto the earth plane. Everybody comes onto the earth plane with developmental disabilities, and it is your job to heal them. Healing is your responsibility is one of my readings. I think that was like an earth sign reading, I don't know, a few months ago, maybe 5-6 months ago. Healing is your responsibility. Even if somebody hurt you, even if you self-sabotage yourself, it is your responsibility to heal yourself. You can't take that shit out on nobody else. What movie was that that I was watching the other night? The brothers and Elise Neal, I think that was her character. D.L. Hughley's wife in the movie. They were separating because they had been married for 3 years, and he wanted oral sex from his own wife. Couldn't get it, and she was acting like a 5-year-old fucking child about it. Watch that movie and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The crazy part is these people that are emotionally stunted, because they're so dumbed down, you don't know that you think that you know, every time your inner child gets, your soul gets disrupted, your soul gets shattered into shards, you don't heal it. You know, they said another notch under my belt. The UNO competitor, I'm 10 steps ahead of you. They said y'all a leader. I'm a leader. Y'all on some following shit. Coming in this game on some modeling shit. Like I said, I've been doing my own thing, healing myself. Most of you that I had to get away from is because I want to be healed. I am tired of being broken. I am tired of being angry. I'm tired of being in survival mode. I'm tired of just surviving. I want to live. And what's more, I want to thrive. And contrary to popular belief, I did not want you to be a save-a-hole, Captain Save-a-hole, so I can sit on my ass. My soul chose this. I didn't choose to lose my apartment, my home, 5 jobs that year. 2017, I lost 5 jobs. One of them at Northside Hospital. And Northside Hospital is significant, they're telling me. Maybe somebody that is on the fuck shit. There's a lot of nurses. There's a lot of people in the health industry that are Jezebel Spirits, narcissists, demons. Just all around you, everywhere you go, there's a fucking demon everywhere you go. But we're demon slayers. It said Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, do anything for clout. You don't care who you hurt, whose toes you step on, whose food you taking out of the mouth, whose mouth you taking out of. You don't care whose food, which mouth you taking food out of. You don't give a fuck who you hurt, who dies, who gets killed, who gets, you know, who has to leave the earth plane for you to accomplish your missions. And because you've never been stopped, they said never been kissed. Some people have never been loved. You don't know what love is. Mothers Who Can't Love is one of my narcissist books. Narc books, Narc Awareness. Totally void of empathy, will falsely mimic empathy to seduce and control their victims. They said Black Widow. And then they said Brown Recluse. Years ago, a family friend I hear got bitten by a spider. He was bitten by a poisonous spider and died. And I thought it was crazy because that shit is only shit. It's like shit you only hear in the movies type of shit, right? But the more and more I do education on narcissists, I realize that these motherfuckers tell you exactly who they are. But because we're not used to listening to people, you don't believe that people are who they say they are. I say that to say that I now believe, I could be wrong, I don't believe that that person was bitten by, they said once bitten, twice shy. And there was a movie, Once Bitten. And then they said, what movie? These books, it was so good. They called, I don't remember, but they're a book of vampire novels. Anna Strong is the protagonist. She's a cop that was bitten, and it was in the pile of books when I got arrested and went to jail that time. It was in the pile of books that they rolled around the carts, the library book cart, and that the book didn't even have no cover, but I started reading it. It wasn't even, I think it was like the second book in a series of 5, but I didn't even realize that until I started reading the book. And Anna Strong, the Anna Strong Chronicles. But anyway, she was a cop who, she got bitten by a vampire. It's a really good series. It was amazing. I loved it. I ended up finding the books, you know, when I got out. I found out. I got the rest of the books and I rented them little by little. I believe that person was bitten by a black spider, black widow, all right, but I don't. I believe that that black widow was a person, or anyway, I'm fucking mimic. They said mimic the movie is you know, you guys have no fucking empathy. You mimic, you pretend to like, you pretend to love, you pretend to give a fuck about people, so you could suck the fucking life out of them, suck the energy, suck the blood out of them. What's the next pointer here? The next bullet. They said bullet, bullet, bullet. They said shots fired. They said control is the name of the game, and then they said rape is there you go, you heard that. They said some people rape some people. You're getting HIV or a disease that you can't. Somebody raped somebody and you're getting a disease, that's your karma. And then they said other people are sleeping with people that they know have HIV to be able to catch it and sue them for it. Just sick in the fucking head, you twisted fucking demons. Excuse me. Jealous and delusional, jealous and envious of others, yet delusional and believing others are jealous and envious of them. It said competition, I don't see any. Anytime you come for a golden child, a chosen one, that's your head. They said, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. And then they said Dr. Giggles is significant. So I'm seeing lab coats. It said lab rats. Then they said the talking head. So somebody up there, big wigs, but it doesn't care. They said the bigger you are, the harder you fall. It said the bigger you are, the harder they fall. And then they showing me the Uncle Sam sign, we want you. So somebody's getting drafted. They said NBA, NFL, and to the military. We're spiritual. They said MI, and then they said MP. We're spiritual military. They said God's army, Dumbledore's army, and I'm definitely a Potterhead. I thought I was a Potterhead until I you know, I'm not really a Potterhead, but when I say a Potterhead, I love Harry Potter, the movies. I have some oracle cards that I'm gonna pull out soon. My magic wand. They said fire signs are significant. The number 27 is significant. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the fire signs. You're jealous and envious of others, yet delusional and believing others are jelly. They said jelly bean. Jealous and envious of us, and then they said NP. Ooh, Las Vegas. And then they said, see, you see how my camera, you're trying to take me off screen, trying to take me off my spot, take me off my square. They said jelly bean, and then they said jelly roll. Beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread had a fight. Beans and cornbread had a fight. That's what they said. Beans and cornbread had a fight. I'm getting sister vibes. Twisted sister, they said. That was a thrift shop. They said D. Snyder, Twisted Sister. And then they're showing me what movie they said, the Replacements. They said Mimic, Species, The Replacements. Nobody's jealous and envious of people that are hateful, vengeful. Nobody's jealous of people that are ugly inside. Some people are just drop dead gorgeous, but you're a black widow. You are poisonous, and that's why I had to get out of your way, because you're not going to take me to my grave. You're not going to take me to my grave. There are a lot of deaths that are questionable. These people are coming to me and coming to other people who need to get the messages to help us. They said unsolved mysteries, to help us solve the mysteries. You see a lot of news, a lot of cold case, you know, a 42-year-old case, a 42-year-old case was solved, or, you know, they were 6 years old 42 years ago, or whatever. It's coming to the light because your time is up. And then they said out of time, Denzel. Mount Vernon, they said it's time for the Vernon to start earning. 31 is significant. They're showing me bad health. Is a 31 card, adjudication. 30 and 31 is significant. Defensive and combative whenever confronted about anything. Like I was saying, I was telling you to stop driving like a fucking madman. Or not necessarily that particular instance, but when people are mad and they, you know, you tell them anything and they get combative, defensive. Oh, you know, you think that you're better than whatever. When I was just telling you, like I said, I came to you as a joke. What is you looking in your? Is what's up? What's so important in the phone that will not allow you, drawing you to the phone, that's distracting you from driving? It's raining and we're on unfamiliar territory, and quite literally, they said ligament, filament. They said, and then they said fill more, built more. They said Milford Plaza, Belvedere Estate. I know Belvedere Estate. Woo! White Witch of Rose Hall. Belvedere Estate and White Witch. Yeah, you are a White Witch. Who knew? But things are always hidden in plain sight. It said hips don't lie. HIPS, hidden in plain sight. They never lie. Shit is always right in front of your face. Peace be still. The answer is always right underneath your nose. But because because you're being attacked, gang stalked, poisoned, your mind and your body and your soul, your energy field being attacked and poisoned, back to back to back to back to back to back. People don't expect you to be still standing. They're still standing. Monica, after the storm. That's what the fuck it is. We're in the afterlife right now. And then they said Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm about to go watch those movies again. You can't talk to them about nothing. Fools know everything. You can't talk to anything, anybody. 333 is significant. And then they said apartment 3303. The light bulb just went on. But they said they're about to put your lights out. They said I stay on all day like porch lights. Let's do it. We out here fuck talking. They said we shooting at these rusty niggas like WD-40. Look at you and look at all us. All my niggas is rich as fuck. That's what they said. Look at you. And he said that's 2 chains. That's right. You're about to have 2 chains around your motherfucking neck. Defensive and combative whenever confronted about anything. Like I said, you're defensive and combative because in your mind, you're delusional. You're always right. You're never wrong. Fantasies about themselves having unlimited admiration, beauty, power, success, brilliance, or perfected worship and love. Some of these people are, they said, adjudication, judges, lawyers, people in power, people, positions of power, police officers, people that's supposed to work in the community. Remember those people in the community that we were supposed to trust? And a lot of people still trust them because they're police officers, work for fire, EMS, nurses, doctors. You hear the horns, right? That's an alarm going off. Okay? No coincidence. No coincidence. And look at that. Now the big alarm. Here, 3444. 3443. So 77 is significant. 34 and 43. Last time I seen somebody, we was 34. It's been a whole 9 years, a whole cycle done passed by. And now we're 43. I know that's right, baby. Come on. Come on. It said, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. If you want it, you can have it. Come and get it. And I'll be waiting. It said soul for real. Some people sold their soul. Some people was trying to sacrifice the virgin. And I call myself the virgin because I am a virgin. I am a Virgo. I hear that you got sacrificed. They promised you riches. You sold people. You sold your soul for, they said, little bit of money. It wasn't worth it, was it? No. And now you have to pay the fucking piper. And some people name is Piper. They said Piper Parable, Coyote Ugly. Look up Coyote Spirit. Look up Eagle. Yeah, that's definitely Jamaican. Hawk, Eagle, they said Coyote, they said Raccoon Spirit, Bat Spirit, Dolphin Spirit. A lot of narcissists don't like when you're sick. When they're sick, when you're sick, you know, you get treated differently. You get treated less than. You get ignored. You're discarded. You get treated funny when you're sick. Believes that he or she is superior and unique and only can and believes that he or she is superior. They said mother superior. So this could be a nun, nuns and monks. They said American Horror Story, Coven, Murder House, Asylum. As it turns out, Coven is 3, Murder House was 1, and Asylum was, when I say 3, 1 and 2 seasons. So those numbers are significant. 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3. You know, any combination of those numbers. Birthdays, apartment numbers, room numbers, keys. They said I don't keep keys. And then they said Hogwarts, keeper of keys and grounds. Hagrid believes that he or she is superior and unique, and they said unique and unapologetic, and can only be understood by other superior people. Has a sense of entitlement, demands automatic compliance with his or her expectations, unreasonable expectations of others, critical when disappointed. Among other things, but yeah, this video has gotten long. 37 is significant. 38, they said 308. Yeah. It said all roads lead to. All roads lead to us healing. That's it for the list for right now. But of course, like I say, you educate yourself, empower yourself, learn. Know it's not your fault. Know that you're not alone. Know that you had karma to pay. Know that that karma is being paid off and or is paid off. Know that you're on to your dharmic mission. Know that there are other people that love you. You are wanted. You are needed. Know that you are appreciated or not. No, remember, realize, recognize. Remember to recognize. Remind yourself to remember to recognize that you are healed. You are needed. You are wanted. Or you are healing. You are needed, you are wanted, you are revered, you are honored, you are uplifted, you are supported, you are loved, you are accommodated at this time, you are important, you are necessary, we are on an important mission here. You are chosen. You are balanced, you are grounding yourself, balancing yourself, you are meditating, you are going with the flow, you are expecting the unexpected, you are leaving the past behind, you are honoring yourself, you are honoring your children, you are honoring your ancestors, you are honoring your guides, angels, ancestors, archangels, you are honoring the divine by educating, empowering, loving yourself, taking better care of yourself, breaking generational cycles. We need you right now. When you wake up, when you walk in your path, you inspire others to do the same. Others that might not have done that. You never know who you're going to inspire. The next person, the next Nobel Prize winner, the next, I don't know, the next person to you know, create world peace. You know, you never know who you're giving birth to. Take care of yourself. Take care of your children. You know, keep your vibrations high. Meditate. Ground yourself. Do your water affirmations or any type of manifestation affirmations. Music meditation. Masturbation meditation. There you go. That's a big one. How you manifest this through sexual energy, healthy sexual energy, that is. Not raping, not abusing, not doing that other fuck shit. You are on the path, the road to recovery. And they said that is a good album to listen to, Eminem. You guys be well. You are doing this because it has to be done. See you next video.